Hey Clashers, this is Town Hall 14 Guide. We'll be diving into Ultimate Base Upgrade Guide, leveling up your lab, decking out your heroes with epic equipment, and welcoming some new adorable pals in your pet house. Hey guys, this is me Dibyo. Let's first check out the Base Upgrade Guide. First and foremost, we're gonna make the progress base. We have been doing it always, and we're gonna keep doing it. In this block, we're gonna keep the things that we cannot upgrade in Town Hall 14. All the collectors, the elixir ones, the gold ones, and also the dark elixir collectors. The spell factories cannot be upgraded as well. The dark barrack. The spring traps are already maxed out. Seeking Ermines. The skeleton traps are also maxed. So is the tornado trap. Other than them, the builder number 6. Well, I'm assuming that you have the builder number 6. We'll be unlocking the pet house, but let's hold on to that for now. We have got more stuff to put in the first block. We'll do that after a while. First, let's place all the newly unlocked things, starting with the walls, traps. And here I'm going to skip some things. We'll start with the clan castle because it will take 13 days. So I'm going to use a hammer on it. The other thing that we are going to upgrade is the lab because we need higher troops. So you'll have to do it as soon as possible. I'm going to use a book. If you're not going to use that, then it's totally fine. We'll go to the lab upgrade guide later. Let's discuss this first. Then I'll put the clan castle and the lab in the first block. Let's also get the army camps here. They also cannot be upgraded. We still have got more things. Let's proceed for now. Let's call our builder number 1. Let him upgrade the dark elixir storage. Call him over here. And after he's done with that, I'll be using him to upgrade the blacksmith because we'll have to upgrade all the new hero equipments. After he is done with that, let him upgrade all the storages in this order. This is the block number 2. This builder will be busy for 102 days. That's quite a lot. Let's get the next block. This builder will be busy in upgrading all the heroes. Queen charges are pretty strong and mostly used at Town Hall 14. So I would advise to do the queen first, take her 5 levels. After that, the king and the warden and the RC. You can definitely switch up the order or do any hero at a time. That's up to you. He'll be busy for 150 days. Yeah, that's a lot. Well, don't get discouraged just yet. We have got a solution for that. Stick with me for a while. Okay, let's put the air sweepers in here as well. They are also maxed out. Get the builder number 3 over here. Do the barrack. That will unlock the titans. And then the workshop. I personally will not do the workshop right away. That's because I don't really depend on my own workshop to get the machines. I usually rely on my own clan castle. But that's up to you. After this, use the builder to get the pet house and upgrade it up to level 4. Because we need the unicorn. That's really good pet. This builder will be busy for approximately 75 days and 6 hours. Now it's time for the defenses. We still have got 3 builders remaining and they will be all tag teaming here. What I want you to do is max out all the builders first. That will really help you out in the defense. Then the town hall because that's important. The eagle, the scatter shots. We're doing the defenses that are important first and then the ones that are not that much important. If you think that this defense is more important than this defense, according to your base, then you can switch the order up. There's no problem in that. So we're gonna do the Inferno next, Expose, the air defense, the Teslas, Bomb Tower, Wizard Tower, Archer Tower, that's a lot of towers, Mortar, and then the cannons. Let's put the traps here as well. Giant bombs, the red air bombs, the little Seeking Ermine, also the little skeleton trap, the bombs, and finally the walls. All of them new and old. Now this completes all the blocks. If you talk about this block, then all the defenses will take approximately 476 days. What I want you to do is you already have got 3 builders over here. So when this builder will be free after approximately 75 days, what I want you to do is send him to all the different places and have the builders that are already working on these structures. I would like to get rid of the storages first, and when both of them will be free, I'll use one of them to upgrade the heroes. So 2 builders will be upgrading the heroes permanently. And when these guys will be done, I will send all of them to this block. All of them together will do the defenses. But that's not all. You'll have to do things precisely in the lab as well. And that is what we're going to focus next. In the beginning of the lab, the first troop that we're going to upgrade is the Wall Breaker. That's because we're gonna get access to Super Wall Breakers. After that is out of the way, we're gonna do the Barbarians. Because we're aiming for Super Barge. We'll also need to do the archers and clone spell to complete this strategy, but this is a good start. The next thing we are going to do is the balloons. We are going to do the balloons next, because balloons are a big part of the meta. They are used in Lalo and also in dragon strategies. Now let's switch to Dark Elixir next. We're gonna do the Hog Riders that will unlock Hybrid for us. Switching back to Elixir, the next is Healer. That's because coin charges are a big part of Town Hall 14 attack strategies. Up next, we're gonna do the E-drags. That's because we can spam E-drags. And not only that, we can do them surgically. I'll have to make a dedicated video for E-drags. I'll link it right here when I'm done. Switching back to Dark Elixir, the minions, to complete the Lalo set. Then we're gonna do the miner that will complete our hybrid. Super strong, also needs a strategy of its own. Then Electro Titans. Let's do the dragons next, because dragons are also strong if done correctly. Not to mention we have got super dragons, that is really strong. Let's switch back to Dark Elixir. We're gonna do the bowlers, because super bowler smash at Town Hall 14 is also strong. God damn, I'll have to make a lot of videos on all of these strong strategies. That's pretty cool, I'm gonna show all of it. Followed by clone, that is going to help in your super barge. For number 12, we have got the recall spell, because recall spells are really good for queen charges. It makes the strategy so much more interesting. Let's switch back to Dark Elixir. We're gonna do the ice golem, because they come in handy in so many attack strategies. Switching back to Elixir, we're gonna do the archers. Well, that's because if you are using your own super archers for your super barge attack strategy, then they will come in handy. Then poison, because that is really helpful. The Yeti's next. For Yeti smash, Princess Warden, because he's going to boost the overall health of the troops. A pretty good advantage for your army. Now we're gonna do the Dragon Rider. Personally, I don't use Dragon Rider that much, so I'm putting it pretty down in the list. Golem. Golems are not that much used in Town Hall 14. I mean, you can for some tanking purposes, but those are pretty specific, and we just don't tend to work that well in Town Hall 14. Although it might be different now, since we have got the hero equipments. Let's see as we go ahead and I make the witch strategies for Town Hall 14. Baby Dragon, because I don't use Baby Dragon at all. And finally, we're gonna do the Valkyries, because we need to complete the list. Now let's go check out the hero equipments. Now for the hero equipments, we have got 4 options. Well, the RC has only 2 equipment, so that's out of the option. We have got 3. About the king, the best one is definitely the giant gauntlet. You gotta take it as far as possible. It goes exceptionally well. So definitely upgrade these 2 for the Barbarian King. If you are using witches, Earthquake Boots might be helpful. Or if you want to send your heroes into one compartment and you don't want to use one wall breaker, then definitely Earthquake Boots is your way. Now let's say you want to make a funnel with the king on the outside and he has to remain out. I will equip the king with the Vamp Stash. That way he will recover some amount of HP with every attack. For the funneling part, Barbarian Puppet will go well with the Vamp Stash. Let's talk about Queen now. We'll definitely start with the Frozen Arrow as it comes to the game. But up to that point, we're gonna do the Invisibility Vial. And if you do Queen charges, then Archer Puppets, followed by the Healer Puppet, and finally the Giant Arrow. Because personally, Giant Arrow is a little bit hard, and the other abilities are a bit better, according to my taste at least. For the Warden, we have got Eternal Dome. That is definitely going to be the top priority. Then I'll do Healing Dome, because Town Hall 14 has got poison in it, so it would be better if I can heal through that. We're gonna do the Rage Jump, because I personally use that more. And finally, the Life Jump. Now you don't have to do one hero at a time. You can definitely select one hero, do one level of one equipment, then select another hero and do another equipment of one level, and continue the cycle. Do your multiplayer battles and participate in wars. That's it. It will take you a little bit of time, but you can get plenty of ores. Now finally, let's move on to the pet house. In here, I would assume that you have upgraded the pet house to level 4. Here 2 of the pets are pretty good, the Electric Owl and the Unicorn. The Mighty Yak and Lassie are not so. It's not like that they're bad, it's more like that when you upgrade to Town Hall 15, you get better pets. Because Lassie will be replaced by Diggy and Mighty Yak will be replaced by the Phoenix. So I would advise to max out your Unicorn, because that's important. You can also max out your Electric Owl. And it's fine even if you don't max out your Mighty Yak and Lassie. So in here you can rush. Feels like too much information now. Let's cool it down by accepting the friend request list. Today we have got Dragon Slayer, Naveen Palia, Kiran Neelan and Delhi Boy. Thank you for sending me the friend request. I appreciate all of you guys. And if you would like to send me a friend request, then send me on this ID. Now if you want to see a good strategy video for Town Hall 14, then you can check this one out. It is pretty cool. Although I'm planning to make a new one with the new hero equipment update, and when I do, I will link that right here. So see you then. Bye.